Welcome to the video lecture series of electronic devices. Today's topic is Schottky diode. See, Schottky diode is a special purpose diode. So in this particular lecture, you are going to study the construction of Schottky diode, working operation, advantages and applications. Let us begin. Schottky diode, it is a metal semiconductor junction diode which has less forward voltage drop in comparison to the PN junction diode, and Schottky diodes are commonly used in high speed switching applications. Both of these points are very important. Schottky diode is named on the name of a German physicist Walter H. Schottky. And this particular Schottky diode, it is also known as a Schottky barrier diode, surface barrier diode, majority carrier device, hot electron diode or hot carrier diode. So these are all the alternate names of the Schottky diode. You can see the circuit symbol for this Schottky diode over here. So Schottky barrier diode, it is a two-terminal device. The two terminals are anode and cathode, and this is how it can be represented. And this Schottky diode, it is commonly used in applications where AC to DC converters, mixer, detector equipments are required. Even in the case of the A to D converters, means analog to digital converters as well. See how Schottky barrier diode is being actually formed. So metal semiconductor junction is formed over here. You can see one side is metal and another side is N-type semiconductor. So you must remember that metal semiconductor junction is formed over here. And the construction of Schottky diode is quite different from the conventional PN junction diode, because here metal semiconductor junction is formed, and in most of the cases N-type semiconductors are used, but sometimes P-type semiconductor can also be used in place of N-type semiconductor. And here the metal which is used, so the type of metals or the metals which can be used in this particular place, those are molybdenum, platinum, chrome or tungsten. And as you have seen in the symbol for the Schottky diode, the metal side acts as a anode and N-type semiconductor side acts as a cathode. So you must note down all of these points as well. These are important. Again and again I am telling it to you. Now let us understand the working operation of a Schottky diode. How actually it works. You know that in the metal which acts as an anode, see this is a metal and this acts as an anode, and in N-type semiconductor, which is actually here it is acting as a cathode, so electrons are the majority charge carriers. Here also electrons are majority charge carriers, here also electrons are majority charge carriers. So in the metal, the minority carriers, means the level of minority carriers, that is holes. Holes are not significantly enough over here, but when the metal is joined with the semiconductor, which is the N-type, then electrons in N-type material will immediately flow into the adjoining metal. Electrons will flow into this particular metal and it will establish a heavy flow of majority carriers. But here, since you can see the injected carriers have a very high kinetic energy, these injected carriers are having very high kinetic energy in comparison to the electrons of the metals. Let me write it. This is in comparison to electrons of metal. So they are commonly known as hot carrier. Hot carrier, you must remember it. It means in Schottky diode, the current conduction is entirely because of the majority carriers. You must note down this point as well. Here, current conduction, it is due to majority carriers. Due to majority carriers, which are electrons over here. And the heavy flow of electrons into metal, it creates a region near the junction, which is the depletion of the carriers in the silicon material, and this is very much similar to the depletion region of PN junction diode. So here the additional carriers in the metal establishes a negative wall inside the metal at the boundary between the two materials. You can see over here this negative wall, and this results a surface barrier between the two materials. This is actually the surface barrier, and this surface barrier prevents any further current. So it means now what is to be done? Now there is a requirement of the biasing. So when you apply a forward bias, strength of negative barrier will reduce because external positive potential will attract electrons from p side, and because of this heavy flow of electrons will cross the junction, and this current can be controlled by the level of the applied bias potential. So this is how you can explain the function or the operation of the Schottky diode. Schottky barrier is a depletion layer formed at the junction of a metal and N-type semiconductor. You must note down this point as well. Now let us draw the VI characteristics of a Schottky diode. So VI characteristics of the Schottky diode can also be drawn just like in the same manner we have drawn for the PN junction diode. Means you have to draw it for the forward bias, for the reverse bias, but there are some important points. See, VI characteristic of Schottky diode, this is almost similar to the PN junction diode. You must remember it. But here forward voltage drop of the Schottky diode is of the order of 0.2 volt, which is relatively less than the voltage drop of the silicon diode. And in case of Schottky diode, the reverse saturation current occurs at a very low voltage in comparison to the silicon diode. So you must remember all of these points, then only you will be able to draw the accurate VI characteristics for the Schottky diode. You can see in this particular diagram, see on x-axis voltage is being taken. So if this is the forward voltage, VR, let us say if this is the reverse voltage, IF is the forward current, if this is the reverse current, IR. So the characteristic of Schottky diode, as I have told you, it is quite similar to the PN junction diode. So you can see in the forward bias, this cut-in voltage for the Schottky diode, which is less. If I say this is V1, then this is V2, and this curve is for the PN junction diode, PN junction diode, the dotted one, and the blue one is for the Schottky diode. So here you can see V1 will be approximately 0.2 volt. This is for the Schottky diode, and if we are talking about the silicon diode, so V2, this cut-in voltage for it must be 0.7 volt. And reverse breakdown voltage of Schottky diode, it is less than the PN junction diode. So you can see over here reverse breakdown voltage, this dotted one is for the PN junction diode. So VB is the breakdown voltage for the PN junction diode, but in case of Schottky diode, you can see this particular, let us say this is VB1, VB2. So VB1, which is the breakdown voltage for Schottky diode, this is less than the breakdown voltage for the normal PN junction diode. And usually it is 50 volt. It has been observed in most of the cases, while it is approximately 150 volt for the PN junction diode. At the same time, the leakage current in the reverse bias region is higher than the PN junction diode. You can see this is the leakage current, let us say IO1, and this is the leakage current IO2 for the Schottky diode. Dotted one represents for the PN junction diode and the another one is for the Schottky diode. So this is how you can draw the VI characteristics quickly, and you can explain and you can relate it with the help compare with the PN junction diode as well. Now let us draw the equivalent circuit. Equivalent circuit and circuit symbol you are already know. See, the equivalent circuit of the Schottky diode, it can be drawn in a manner as if there at the junction you have seen that the junction is what? Metal semiconductor junction. So its equivalent circuit can be drawn like this is the ideal diode. This terminal is cathode. Left one is anode. And this is nothing but ideal diode. This is a junction capacitance which is denoted by Cj. So what is Cj over here? This is nothing but the junction capacitance, which appears actually in parallel with an ideal diode. So you can see in parallel with the ideal diode, this junction capacitance appears. So this is how it can be observed. So whenever it required to draw the equivalent circuit, you can draw it in the same manner. What are the advantages of the Schottky diode? There are certain factors which are very important in this particular case. First is the low junction capacitance. What do you mean by this? See, you have observed that there is a junction is metal semiconductor junction, and stored charge on depletion region is negligible. That is why low junction capacitance. Second is the fast reverse recovery time. What do you mean by this? See, amount of time a diode takes to switch from on state to off state is known as reverse recovery time, and reverse recovery time is very fast because switching is being held at a very high rate. That is why you can say this point. Third is the high current density. What do you mean by this? Means even if you are going to apply a small voltage, that small voltage is enough to produce large current. It means high current density. It has low forward voltage drop or low turn on voltage. Efficiency is very high. Schottky diode operates at high frequencies, as I have given you, as I have told you that at high frequencies, even in the case of the radar systems, it works very efficiently. Schottky diode produces less unwanted noise. So these are all the advantages. There are certain drawbacks also. What is the drawback? Low reverse breakdown voltage. It means low peak inverse voltage in comparison to the PN junction diode. So low reverse breakdown voltage is sometimes a drawback. It has a high leakage current. So high leakage current is also a drawback. Now let us discuss some of the applications. See, Schottky diode can be used as a general purpose rectifier. It can be used in radio frequency applications, in power supplies, to detect signals, means as a detector, for mixers in communication equipments, in radar systems, in logic circuits, at so many places, in SMPS, AC to DC converter, TTL logics. And what is the important factor? The switching speed is very high. It means it can operate up to a gigahertz range. And you must remember that here a junction is formed which is a metal semiconductor junction. And leakage current which is very high, that gives the disadvantage over here. And one and most important point here, conduction is because of the majority charge carriers only. So these are all the advantages and applications of Schottky diode. Topic for the next video lecture is light emitting diode. Thank you so much for watching this video.